Here. John.
Here.
Kevin.
Here.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion for the consent agenda.
One thing, Mayor, if you see on 5A, we just need to take formal action to table that discussion to June 10th.
I'll move to approve with that correction.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public input this time, please. Item not already on the agenda with a time limit of 3 minutes each. So do I just skip 5, 8 completely? Yeah. I think that's what everybody hears for. Yeah. You guys want to talk, because we're not going to discuss 5A. You guys want to talk in the public input part?
I don't.
No?
No, we're fine.
Okay, thank you. All right, so table 5A, discussion of possible action in reference to May 27 meeting and paying warrants.
This was added, it hasn't happened since I've been here, but the second meeting in May falls on Memorial Day. I don't see anything real pressing on any of the projects that we have to have a meeting on the 27th, so that was put on here for discussion.
Motion
I don't see any problem with skipping it.
to just okay it so we can pay checks and stuff that come in.
Yep.
Got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Discussion of possible action in reference to City Health Insurance Renewal.
This is more just of a presentation from our City Health Insurance rep. As you can see, this is presented each year to us. We budgeted between 8 and 10%, which is what we were requested to do, and our increase is actually 2.82%. So that was a bit of good news, and I just wanted to put that in the packet like we do every year.
Approve it?
No.
Discussion for possible action in reference to approving library intern.
Elizabeth is on.
Hi, so we have a college student who is willing to serve as an intern. She has applied for funding through Cornell for a stipend for living expenses, and she's willing to work unpaid for the library. So the board is in support of it. I wanted you all to be aware of, she'll probably be working 12 hours a week, potentially a little bit more during the summer for the 10 weeks starting May 20th, the next Monday.
Okay.
I would make a motion to approve that.
Got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Discussion of possible action in reference to business 30 project and bid date. Dave?
And they have that scheduled in the packet or not? Was that got put in there?
No, I have them in my notes.
Okay. I didn't see it in there, so I brought a copy. Here's the project schedule. We'll talk through that quickly, but what we're looking at is doing the overlay. And we have 2 different project scopes, so we can try to make sure we get at least the worst part of it done. And
How do you define the worst part?
where do you spill your coffee when you drive on?
So this would have been the second email that you guys received outside of the packet, so if you look there.
This is the one that had like the 2 bids on it.
Correct.
Yeah, there's a base and an alternates that we can select how much of that we want to take on based on how the bids come in. So the item on here set the bid date is tonight. We would have plans and specs available to contractors tomorrow and post that notice 29th, we publish a notice of public hearing. On the 30th, we take bids, and then on June 10th, we hold a public hearing, and then award the contract if we decide to do so. So we'd be looking at late June getting started, and final completion date October 18th. Asphalt usually shuts down Thanksgiving, so that gives them a decent buffer in there to get things done out of here before they get too close to that shutdown date. So that's what we're proposing. I think the manufacturer is going to set that public hearing. So
Yeah, so if anybody's got any questions or wants to discuss any part of it, now would be the time to do it.
Yeah, why don't you just go through the basics, because I didn't get anything, if I saw it, I didn't get it.
okay.
You know, so,
I'll go back. Previously, we looked at putting in some turn lanes and doing some improvements. We had some patching on it. That came in pretty high. We went out and did the patching on the project, cut out areas that were bad, put concrete patches down so that we didn't have that mixed in with the asphalt contractor's work. They indicated that that was part of what was driving it, was they had to have a separate subcontractor come in and do that work. We were able to get pretty competitive quotes on getting the patching done and got that taken care of. So now we're looking at doing roughly that same area, but not putting the turn lanes in. It's just putting shoulders on the areas that don't have shoulders. So it'll look a lot like what the county did on that joint project out as you go east of town. We're just carrying that section through town. Where we have turn lanes, we still put the shoulder on the outside unless there's curb and gutter, in which case we just leave the curb and gutter and mill outlets there. But this is to mill and then take those millings and set them aside for the city's use, and then overlay that with new asphalt so we have a smooth surface to drive on. So that's the project. As I mentioned, we looked at a couple of scopes. We were looking at going out, stopping just short of where we have the transition to the turn lanes for Brothers Market. As we get out to Gillette Lane, we would stop there with the base bid, and then the alternate bid carries it all the way to city limits on the west end when we get out to Mount Vernon. So we can figure out how much that we want to take on based on how those bids come in.
so that's good.
For scope 2, that's an extra $400,000.
Yes.
What's that get us?
That gets us from Gillette Lane to the golf course. Right at the little substation that we're Mount Vernon and Lisbon.
Any questions? So do we need to set the public hearing right now?
That'd be the next item.
Be the next one.
The next item.
Next item on 6A.
Hey, it is. All right, anybody got a question for me? So public hearing for business 30 project for June 10th, 2024.
So move.
Got a motion to a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 12, 2024, hire summer help.
So as we discussed during our budget talks, we're going to hire 2 summer help high school kids for this summer. Last year we had hired 3. 2 of those 3 have taken jobs other places. Evan Coleman is the one that will be returning. And how we typically have done it is each year that they come back, they receive $1 an hour raise. And then Quinn Coleman was interviewed last year, and he was basically the next one in if we needed additional help. So he has agreed to take the job. I met with him again. He's eager to get started. Neither one of them are playing baseball, which is also a benefit to us. And his starting wage would be $13 an hour, which is consistent with what they made the previous year. And then along with this, I'm also requesting $1 an hour raise for Brian Blinks. He's in his 2nd year of his role as well. Happy to answer any questions that you have.
Any questions? Good motion.
So move.
Got a motion to a second.
Second.
Mike.
Aye.
John. Aye. Kevin.
Aye.
Resolution 13, 2024, funds transfer.
This is just our annual end of budget year transfers. Christina, do you have anything else to add?
It's for the GO bonds. We make our principal payments in June, and then the downtown reinvestment TIF, we move the funds as we spend them. And we've done a reimbursement and then used some funds for the city hall message sign that was purchased.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to have a second.
Second.
Kevin?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Resolution 14-2024, appoint board department members.
As you see in the notes that I sent out, Rick Boots has recently resigned from our planning and zoning, which put us at the minimum of 3 members out of 5. We've mentioned many times, actually I think the board's been 4 since I've been here. But Travis Jubeck has been willing to serve on the P&Z board. I think he was on the liaison for several years on this board as well. So that's the first board member. Luke Crawl is requested to join the Tree Nature Park Board. Luke has significant interest in the nature park and its future development. He's also worked in landscaping, seed work, and has some plant knowledge for his application. And then the third board approval would be for the fire department, and this is for Aaron Helmrich. He's the new high school wrestling coach. He's going into his 2nd year this next year. He's retired military who has free time during the day, which is always a benefit to the fire department because it's tough getting members during the day due to everyone being at work. Fire department met with Aaron last Monday. We feel he'd be a great asset to our department and request that we add him to the roster. And he will be member 39 out of 40 for our department.
So we got 4, we need 1 more for the planning and zoning.
Yes, so if anybody is interested, please reach out to me. I still think we have, John, do you have a committee that's short as well?
Oh, there's a new one in the library.
Okay.
Just resigned, it's too busy. To find our historic preservation, did we get that filled? I think we might have.
Becky on?
Yeah, she's on there.
Becky, you still 1 short on historic preservation?
Maybe she's.
I'll find out from Becky.
Yeah. I think that'd be good to announce at every council meeting where we're short and
Okay.
get these places filled.
Do a motion to appoint these members.
So moved.
A motion to have a second.
Second.
Mike?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
The public hearing for rezoning request for June 24th, 2024.
This may look familiar, but this is in reference to the residents along Business 30. The last meeting had to be rescheduled for personal reasons, so we just need to schedule a public hearing for City Council for June 24th.
So moved.
Motion to have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Correspondence?
I have nothing for that today.
City engineer report.
One item, looking at trying to get things wrapped up for the end of May. That's our seeding window on the water main project. Contractor continues to go through and prep the areas that are in need of repair. We've been working with them. After they prep it, we have to give a sign off before they can seed it, just to try to make sure they don't count that gets too far ahead. And have to come back and do rework. So they're working to get that done. It's a slow process between rain events. So trying to get that project wrapped up. That's all I have.
Any questions? Public works.
We're working on trying to get the pool open. It's gonna be open first part of the next month, and we should be done with the sewer portion, sanitary sewer portion of the sports complex by mid to end of this week, and we'll start on the water out there. We have a good start at the storm sewer. Same issue with the rain. It's raining every other day. It's hard to throw 2 days together out there. Before the meeting tonight, I had a concern about some settling at the cemetery. So we'll be having guys out there to throwing black dirt and filling those up.
Parks and Rec.
We just wrapped up spring soccer for the year. We will be transitioning into our intro T-ball coach pitch and baseball and softball. That'll start next week. Other than that, everything has been turned over to the school. As far as baseball and softball fields, we're all good there. And I'm just trying to keep up with the help of Brian, the mowing and stuff, so that is all I have.
Anything for Rick?
Maybe not great, but where are we at on the reseeding? Wasn't that, I don't know if that's Park and Rec or Public Works or.
Which, at the complex?
Well, the complex and on like the city streets.
So that's what Dave was talking about for the Brecky project. We met with them, given our expectation. They've started that process, and the engineers have to approve the seed bed prior to them seeding it. They have until the 31st of May, when the seeding window closes, to get everything seeded. I don't know exactly where they're at. I know that they do have Jackson Street done. So we're going to keep up to date on that. As far as the sports complex goes, they've done at least 3, possibly 4 treatments. They also did the aerating out there. And I believe this week he's coming back with 500 pounds of seed to top dress that.
Anything else? Library.
So at the last meeting, I mentioned that our kickoff for summer reading is coming up, and that is actually this Thursday, May 16th, 5 p.m. to 6:30 at the Hills Bank in Mount Vernon. So they're gonna do some fun programs for kids and families. They'll have food and t-shirts for anybody who signs up. Then we'll have the day after Memorial Day is going to be kind of the kickoff of our Tuesday evening family events. So that'll be at the city park. We'll have campfire stories and s'mores. And those programs will continue every Tuesday evening for families all through June and July. One other thing I want to mention is that we got funding to do a book club for the community about poverty. And so we have 20 copies of 2 books, Poverty by America and Evicted. And so anybody who wants to join that book discussion can come pick up a copy of the book, and the discussion will be at 7 p.m. on June 24th. And then I'm hoping we'll have some other poverty-related programming for adults that they can learn about poverty in Iowa specifically. Then summer reading will wrap up at the end of July. That's everything I have.
Any questions? Thank you. Police Department.
Should have received the annual report. You got any questions on that, feel free to reach out and contact me or anything from there. And then our monthly report, nothing additional from there.
Anything for Doug? Ambulance.
I'm not here from him tonight.
Fire chief.
One thing I have fire department related, I was called by a employee of Transamerica, and we're in the process of setting up an account or a program with them at Transamerica that if any of their employees donate any charitable donations to the fire department, Transamerica will match it. So we got to be on this approved list by them, but I thought that was pretty cool of them to do that, and according to the person I spoke to, there's several people in our community that work there. So we're getting that put in place. That's all I have for tonight.
Fire chief. City administrator.
Probably the biggest thing over the last couple of weeks has been nuisances. Dealing with a lot of tall grass complaints, and what I see also people blowing grass into the streets and on the sidewalks. Trying to work with people on getting that done. Also, there's some people need to understand if you have vehicles for our code that are expired plates, They have to be registered to be parked at your residence, and they also cannot be in the grass. So I'm reaching out to numerous residents throughout town, trying to get that mitigated and start to make it look better. The new message sign for outside has been ordered through Rickards. We're hoping by sauerkraut days that's fully functional and be up ready to go. Travis, I, and Lisa from YTT did a final walkthrough punch list for the Phase 1 project for Dave Schmidt. There's numerous areas of concern, which is pretty common with construction of that magnitude. So we have that list going to them for follow-up. And then, as Travis said, they've been working pretty hard out there when they can, when the weather's fit, getting that stuff put in the ground. And once that's done, we'll be ready to put that part out for Phase 2 bidding and see where we're at with that. As you can tell outside here, the windows have been installed. The framework's been done. Everything's good to go there. They got a little bit of work yet to do. But all in all, wait until the temperatures got right, we saved about $18,000. So for overall for that project, it's pretty good. And I think everybody else has touched on the seating concerns I had. I guess one thing, if you do live along the route of the water main project and you have specific concerns about the front yard, please let me know. But we're trying to get everything that we see fixed up so it was like it was before. So if you have a specific complaint, please reach out to me. That's all I have tonight. Happy to answer any questions.
I have a specific complaint. Shocker. No, I had a tree put in last fall at my residence. No matter what you do, I have actually got it staked and pulled over, it grows at a 45. And are they going back through and looking at those, or
yeah, so
is
when
that
they come,
a done deal?
When they come by and fix your settling, we'll address the tree at that time. They got to put a bunch of dirt in front of your place where it's settled in that low spot.
Yeah.
And then they'll address the tree at the same time.
Okay.
Anything else? Christina?
Working on end of budget fiscal year items and have started the behind the scenes work on the lead and copper survey. So if anybody's seen our survey online, please take it. It will only help us and I'll avoid a phone call to you. So please do so.
Mike?
Nothing.
Johnny?
The one resignation we had on the library board is Daryl Aaron, and I'd like to say thanks to him for his years of service. That's all I have.
Kevin? Mayor, I don't have anything. New business. Possible closed session pursuant to Code of Iowa, Section 21.5 L.I. to evaluate the professional competency of an individual whose appointment, hiring, performance, or discharge is being considered when necessary to prevent needless and irreparable injury to that individual's reputation. That individual's request of a closed session. Drayden, would you like to go into closed session?
Yes.
Need a motion to go into closed session? Need a motion to go into closed session?
Make a motion.
A motion, second.
Second. Thank you for coming.
All in favor?